Hiya! Welcome! Well, I've got rather a long box here, and from this Dayglow green parcel tape that says Box of Awesome all over it, you know that this has come all the way from down under Australia, namely PopCultcha. Now, there's a real mixed bag of things in here. There's 3 items. 2 of them are Pops, and one of them is another Funko product that I've never got before, all in completely different lines. One of the Pops in particular is like the main thing for me here, because it technically completes a line, it completes a collection for me. The other 2 things, including the non-Pop Funko item, were kind of more impulsive, but we'll get onto those as we get into the box. And I've also got something else to show you that's completely different from another website, and you'll probably guess what that is, knowing what I do when I double up here on this channel. Right, lots to look at, so let's not waste too much time, but we can waste a little bit of time by getting my trusty yellow knife and giving it a good old serenade. Shyness is nice, and shyness will stop you from doing all the things in life you'd like to. So if there's something you'd like to try, but if there's something you'd like to try, ask me, I won't say no, how could I? So ask me, ask me, ask me. Ask me, ask me, ask me, oh, if it's not love, then it's the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb, the bomb that'll bring us together. Alright, and now, let us have a whistle! Woo! I couldn't tell you what I spent here. Probably should have looked it up before I started filming. One of the items was very cheap. It worked out at around £5. And then the other 2 Pops would have been the usual PopCultcha price of around the £10 mark. But then you've got to factor in postage from Australia. But altogether, this was a pretty good deal, I think, for these. Aha, right. Okay, so what shall we do first? Speaking of firsts, some air pockets from PopCultcha there. I mean, this is a sturdy box, you can't deny that. Right, tell you what, we'll start with the non-Pop. Oops, that's me knocking my Amazon Echo there. Probably muted it or something by accident. I'll just put the knife out the way as well. So let's have a look at this here. So I've got to show you my first ever Funko Rock Candy figure. Yep, I don't think they even make these anymore. But this one just caught my eye because it was cheap. I think I was looking up Doctor Who Pops on PopCultcha, even though there isn't a lot that I actually want for my collection at the moment. I just thought I'd see if there was anything interesting, and this came up. It's Amy Pond. And what I liked about this, apart from the price, was that it's a 2018 Canadian Convention exclusive. Never had a rock candy in my collection before, so it's quite a nice little first, this. And it's got a really nice designed, unique sticker on it as well. I'm not going to get her out. I don't think I'm going to get any of these out, as I want this video to keep going, as I've got a lot of stuff to show you. But this is the first 11th Doctor era Funko product I've got. Everything else that I've got in my Pop collection relating to Doctor Who is from the kind of 9th and 10th Doctor eras, and I've actually also got the first Doctor Pop as well that was a convention exclusive from I can't remember what year, maybe 2017. So a bit of a first in that respect as well. Box is nice. I do like these. This is sort of a little bit more like action figures in the sort of proportions and dimensions, but they've still got that stylized look to them. So, yeah, don't think I'll be getting many more rock candies, as I don't think there's an awful lot of characters who are released as rock candies who I actually want. I know there's been some nice Harry Potter ones, not last Christmas, but the Christmas before. I did Abigail Barry, a Harry Potter mystery box, and there's a couple of rock candies in that which were really nice, and I was impressed with them. But this is just a line I don't think Funko bother with anymore, similar to Daubs and 5 Star as well. I don't think they make any figures in any of those ranges now. But there we go, Amy Pond from Doctor Who. Rock Candy. Right, I think the next thing I'll show you is the item that I was specifically looking for. And I was kicking myself because the last time that I did an order from PopCultcha, it was like a nice big order full of baseball mascots. And I realised that they had one that I needed, and it's the one I need to finish my collection. And I finally got it, and it is Paws from the Detroit Tigers. So as we look at Paws' box here, box looks to be in pretty good condition. A little bit of a weird bubble type thing on the back there. Doesn't matter at all. This is going to go in a pop protector later on. A little bit squashed in at the front, but nothing that bad really. I've completed the baseball mascots until they bring a new line out anyway. There is variants on characters, including some quite old ones now that have vaulted and go for quite a lot of money. And I think FC UK, Andrew, is looking to add some of those to his collection still. But for me, the MLB line is complete, at least until they bring a new wave out. And you have to think the amount of sports mascots in the US, you think that there will be a new wave of these at some point. But very happy that I've completed it for now with Paws from Detroit. So yeah, I don't really need to go through all those on the back because I do have them all. Excellent stuff there, Paws. Right, I've saved this other thing till last, even though it's kind of an impulsive purchase. Now this pop, I remember it being announced, God, it must have been almost 3 years ago, pretty much around the time I started collecting, and I just scoffed. I thought, why are they bringing a Funko Pop of him out? And I remember saying to people at the time, no, I'm not going to get that. I mean, I wasn't massively interested in the pop rocks back then. Back then, I was mainly just wrestlers and had icons for my pop collection. I didn't really collect anything else, hardly. Oh, and James Bond as well. James Bond pops, I was quite an early adopter. Well, not early, you know what I mean. But as I've been getting more pop rocks recently, and this was a good price at PopCultcha, plus adding this to this order meant the postage didn't go up very much, and it just meant everything was a little bit better value being shipped from Australia. I thought, yeah, I like his band. I like a lot of his solo stuff. It's a shame that he's kind of turned into a bit of a CUNT, but have you guessed who it is yet? You should have from the thumbnail. Not a loud bang on the floor. I'm talking, of course, about number 125 in the Pop Rocks range. It's Moz himself, Morrissey. So, yeah, I've got Morrissey after saying, God, like about 2.5 years ago at least when this was first announced, and I think this pop's been out over 2 years now. No, I'm not going to get that. He's an idiot. I do like the Smiths. I like a lot of his solo stuff as well. And I'm collecting the Pop Rocks. It was a good price. I haven't seen anyone else unbox this at all, and it's been out, like I say, I think at least a couple of years now. So yeah, a little bit impulsive, but it seemed a good pop to get just to add to this order here of Paws, the mascot, and then I also found that Amy Pond rock candy going cheap. So Morrissey of the Smiths. I mean, I do really like the Smiths. Grew up listening to their music, really. Though weirdly, until recently, I'd not got any Smiths in my music collection at all. I'd had CDs in the past, like with a lot of artists. I've sort of had CDs and then I've sold them if I'm not a massive fan. And then for a long time, before I started collecting mini disc, vinyl records and cassettes again, I was just getting my really favourite acts on CD, like New Order, The Beatles, Rammstein, The Pet Shop Boys. And I thought, well, if I've got a Morrissey pop, I've got to add an album, some sort of relevant album to the collection. So I went to Dig Music, which used to be known as Rhino Music, and I picked this up, and this is Louder Than Bombs by The Smiths. So I was pleased with this purchase. It's a 2-disc LP, it's a gatefold. This came about a week ago. Just randomly, Dig sent an email with a 10% discount code. I thought they only sent those out to new customers, and I'm not a new customer with Dig, I've used them before. But they sent one out, just kind of randomly to everyone, I'm assuming. And I thought, oh, I've ordered that Morrissey pop. It's on its way from Australia. Let me get a relevant album. So I had a look, because they had a fairly good Smiths range at Dig's website. And I thought this one, as it's kind of a compilation, it's not a thorough compilation, it's not like a proper greatest hits or best of. It's more like an early compilation. I think this may have originally, back in the mid or late 80s, come out only in America. And then it was so in demand as an import release here in the UK it did get an official UK release. And this particular edition is, I think, like a remastered 180 gram gatefold edition from, I think, 2011, according to the Discogs database. So yeah, it came about a week ago. I've not opened it. It is a gatefold sleeve. That's quite nice. I do like a gatefold album, but I'm not going to unseal it now. But I will be listening to this very soon. But I wanted to show you this as it is the relevant album for the Morrissey pop there. Plus, and I feel kind of ashamed of myself, really. It's good that I've finally added some Smiths back into my collection after all these years, as I do really like them. I've liked that band for a long time. Not even Morrissey and his dodgy political views can ruin the Smiths for me, no matter how much he tries. But there we are. So an album from Dig Music, and then a real kind of random bunch of Funko figures here. Morrissey, of course, in the Pop Rocks line. Amy Pond, Rock Candy, very nice. And the one that I really wanted, as it was just a hole in the collection, and I was daft that I missed out getting it in the last PopCultcha order. Pause, the Detroit Tiger. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little PopCultcha haul and look at a new addition to my vinyl record collection. Special thanks go, as they always do, to my wonderful subscribers and generous patrons. From this time this video goes live on my channel, you've only got a little over 1 day left now to enter the GSC Vision giveaway. Of course, it is run in partnership with Glass Shelf Collectibles, a fantastic and highly recommended by myself and many others here in the community Funko seller. The prize, of course, as you know, is the glow-in-the-dark WandaVision Funko Pop, the Vision Special Edition. And all you need to do is click the link at the very top of the description here. That'll take you to the video where I announce the giveaway and give the instructions on what to do to enter, and there's a bonus Instagram entry. But I will implore you, if you're interested at all in winning this pop, you need to hurry up and do this, because I'll be closing this giveaway at, I think, midnight Tuesday. So that's basically from as this video is going up, and you might be watching this video later anyway. That is not much more than 24 hours. So get involved, there's not long left to go. Also in my description text box is my usual Funko affiliates, lots of good discounts there to be had, and of course there's my Patreon link as well. I'm gonna go, I've got Morrissey and Pause to put in pop protectors. I've got to find somewhere to display the lovely, delectable redhead Amy Pond as well, and perhaps most importantly of all, as I've been hanging on to this for about a week now, I want to crack this open and listen to Louder Than Bombs by the Smiths. And I do hope that you all will join me again next time for my next vinyl record and Funko unboxing. Cheers everyone. See ya!